Hello everybody, and this is our second class, and it's devoted to the chaos theory, and we will discuss how to lead at the edge of chaos. First of all, could you please show my slides? Yeah, and you see this picture, it's I tried to find the picture which helps us to imagine the situation where current businesses have to operate. So it's really hard to predict what's going on and what will happen next day, next month, next year. And this is the main idea of this class. So the class outline includes first, why do we need to know this chaos theory approach and complexity adaptive system approach. Why do we need this? Because we already know, management by objectives, we know organizational structure, we know how to do project management. What is this, all this about? Why do we need this? The second, the body of this class is formula of leading at the edge of chaos. And as you see, this formula includes three components. It's me who kind of made this formula, and I made this formula on the base of almost 2 years of work on this class. On the final presentation, on the final slides, which you can see now, I made maybe 4 months, just step-by-step crafting from, tiny piece of information where I could find, everywhere. But I started to think about this 2 years ago when I found that management, which I teach and which I know pretty well, works for some organizations and doesn't work for another. So I found that we need something new. And I started my research, and as a result of this research, we have this formula. So, leading at the edge of chaos includes first, understanding change management, and of course, be able to manage change. Second is chaos management. And the third is management in living system, or in other words, is learning from adaptive living system, learning from nature. And after each of these three parts, I will provide some ideas for implications. What we can do with this in our particular organizations. So this is our class outline, and let's go. First, why? Everything, as you know, everything what we do in management and in leadership is determined by external or internal environment. We make our choice of this or that approach because we have to, because we understand this is the right choice of this, considering something was going on around, outside of organization or inside of managing complex adaptive systems. So again, the main idea, and we must learn from the nature, from this, from everything what happens without us. Complex adaptive system is defined as the system of individual agents. You see, individual agents is very much important. It's not like all together. It's everybody, everything is single, is individual, is just by himself. That's it. Who have the freedom to act, each of them their own freedom to act, in ways that are not always totally predictable. And those actions are interconnected such that one agent's actions change the context of other agents. I love this definition because it explains exactly what we can do in this, leading an age of chaos. So everybody, each, employee, every agent must be independent, unpredictable, kind of be by himself, making his own, choices and decisions, and actions must be interconnected. It's how nature makes this. This is the characterization of the only known type of system that is capable of thriving at the age of chaos. This is the only system that can survive and be successful at the age of chaos. So if you want to have a recipe, this is the recipe of how to thrive on the age of chaos. And this is my favorite part. I teach the same class in Moscow, and I teach the same class in Kiev and in Minsk, and I'm planning to teach the same class maybe next summer for in 2 or 3 other countries besides United States and this. And I teach in class, like face-to-face class. And I tell them, okay, you know nature, look around, look around. And try to choose any existing system, and draw the picture, funny, interesting picture, which explain us the structure, kind of patterns of this system choose, the culture, how the agents, some kind of members of this system knows how to behave, how they learn about this. Relations between these agents, because we just discussed that they are kind of interrelated, hierarchy, if this hierarchy exists, and information exchange, like communication process or kind of processes in organization. And now I'll show you real projects which my students gave, and you will do the same ideas, but it will be you, and I believe it's even better ideas. So, for instance, it was the water. The idea of water, and the students explain that this is kind of how. So this is you see, it's even Russian. What I like is this part. It doesn't matter what the space is given. The water finds its own way to fill the entire space with no harm for itself. So it's very much comfortable. If it had this space, it's good. If this space, good. Then, if you look at the water like glass of water, it's much. But if you look like using microscope, you will see that there are many kind of drops, in this water. So many independent drops together make water. And they explain, you see, like in Microsoft, how it looks and the structure of this. And when I asked about hierarchy, they told, nope, but water kind of, it's powerful strength with no hierarchy. Have no clue how water deal with this, but we know about this cyclone. We know about all this, flow. We know the strength of the rivers and all this, New Orleans stuff. So the water is stronger than us, with no hierarchy and no given orders. So it was one student's project. It was funny, and the presentation was, great.